Hello everybody. So, I was thinking about what on earth I'm going to film today. As it is, like, after 4:30 and the sun's starting to head in the direction that it goes down. And then I watched one of our hens lay down and spread her wing out in the sun. That was actually earlier. And that's when it dawned on me, I haven't talked about this yet. And I don't know if anybody else has. And that would make a really good video idea. So today, we're covering the topic of if you see your hen laying down with their wing out in the sun, don't freak out. They are perfectly fine. They are sunbathing. Chickens usually do this when they're cold. Sometimes they do it when they're hot. Sometimes they do it because it's comfortably warm outside and they just want to soak up all the warmth they can. It could be 80 degrees outside, and if a chicken feels like they're cool enough, they'll just lay down in the sun and soak it all up. It's actually really funny to watch them. So, back in the background, my girl Raven appears to just be laying down. Now, I thought she was going to be taking a dust bath, but she's just kind of laying there. And then when I'm looking at her, she's on her side. And this is one of the ways to sunbathe, even though the clouds are covering up the sun. She might lay down like that. Of course, the chicken in there is taking a dust bath, but Raven was an example of one of the ways that they lay down to take a sunbath. Aren't you, Raven? Aren't you? See, you guys know Raven now because I just talked about her. So they like to do it in the yard. They dig a little hole, then they just lay down. And actually, gosh, you're getting really dirty there. You're so dirty. Silly. That's more than a kid's kick up. I don't know how you're ever going to clean all that out. So, this is their water thing. It's in a bucket which feeds through a hose which comes into these little cups here. And there has to be a certain amount of water in the bucket for it to do that. Don't mind the eggs on the top. I was getting eggs earlier and I just had to set them there real quick. And Scrappy, one of our... Actually, I've already done Scrappy. The barred rock that looks like a kiwi. Hopefully y'all remember her. She likes to take a dust bath right here, on the ground, right underneath this specific cup. Like, that is her place. I don't know why, because there's a covering over it, and there doesn't get much sun there. So I don't know why she chooses there to take a dust bath. But she does, and you know what? Let her do her own thing. Her life, I'm not one to, judge her about that. So, actually, while we're talking about Scrappy, and all the chickens just in general, so you may remember the video I did about their molting. Well, I didn't know that chickens didn't molt until their second year. So I was reading my comments and I saw that, and I was like, I never knew that. That's good to know. So apparently chickens will not molt until their second year of being alive, and these guys aren't even 1 year old yet, so that explains it. Right then and there. So, here's Scrappy. As you may notice, her wings are really bare, and she looks really, really patchy. She looks like Benjamin West's cat Grimmalkin after he started cutting off her fur to use for paintbrushes. Like, geez, kid. She's not actually that bad, though. That's pretty normal for Scrappy. But for Mama, see, Mama didn't have a full molt last year. Well, guess what? She's having a full molt this year. Look at her. The poor thing. She looks even more like the cat. Girl, come here. Oh my gosh. She is just losing feathers left and right. That's normal. I just feel bad because it's been cold in the mornings. Like, she's fine. That's normal. Chickens do this. This is normal for a chicken. This is normal. It's completely fine. I just feel bad because, like, it's been really cold in the mornings. And she wakes up every day in the cold with bare patches. See, Hopper's almost done with his molt. Aren't you, buddy? Uh-huh. Big boy. He's pretty fat, so. His tail feathers are starting to come back. That's good. And his neck feathers have come back, so that's also good. Now, he still needs some down in his actual neck feathers, but, like, the under ones have come back, so that's good. So that's an update on everybody's molting. Look at the feathers in here. It's a lot of feathers. They're out in the yard. Jeez, kids. Hold on. Look in the coop. Look at this. Looks like they died in here, but they didn't. That's from molting. And most of these are actually from Mama. Think about that for a second. You know, this is actually quite normal for chickens. It's just nobody had a chance to have like a full molt last year. So like this is the first time I'm really seeing them lose all their feathers. Even though it's normal and should happen. Like it's healthy chicken behavior. It's just still crazy to me because I'm not used to seeing it yet. I mean, I will be after this, but you know. Okay, so quick summary. If your chicken's laying down, they're taking a sun bath. Don't bother them. Sometimes they pile up too. Like one will lay down and put their wing out, and another one will come and lay down right next to her, and the one that had her wing out will lift it up so the next chicken can lay under her wing. And they'll just do that for like a whole line of chickens. Just one wing over each other. It is adorable. I love it. So actually, chicks usually do this. I haven't actually seen the big guys do that. But I've seen these guys, when they were babies, just do it all the time. Whether it was a little chilly, a little warm, they just always did it. And some of them still do, but not as often anymore. But they would just lay down in a whole big line and take a sun bath. These guys hardly ever do that anymore. Guess it's because they're so fat and fluffy that like they don't really need it. Ugh, I can hardly walk in here anymore. When I have food, they just crowd around me. Oh my goodness, you chickens. Oh, silly chickens. Oh, silly chickens, I love you. I love you. Oh, guys, guess what? We have one more chicken to add to the list for the series. That's right. Now all of the kids are named. That was a lot of random stuff in one video, but, you know, there's actually stuff that's good to know. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching my randomness, and hopefully this was interesting or helpful or something like that to you. Sorry, I just had to dodge a bee really quickly because it was not flying well. And y'all have a blessed day, and on that note, I'm ending with Lady's face. Say bye, Lady. Bye.